Are you one of those people who find it difficult to have powerful conversations? There are times when you try to talk to people and you find at the end of the conversation, nothing seems to be happening. Hi, I'm Loretta here, and I would like to share with you on how to have powerful conversations. There have been many times when I get into a conversation with people that I find at the end of the conversation with the person, there is no proper outcome, or there is nothing concrete that really happens. And hence I chose this topic today to talk to you about how to have powerful conversations. What is a powerful conversation? A conversation where it is between two people or a group of people, where the intended objective is definitely met. It is just not a spill of thoughts just thrown in the air. But it is very important that we have a connection with people that we communicate. There is more of empathy in the course of conversations. And that is how it becomes powerful and impactful. And what is the outcome of these powerful conversations? You find that there is always something to take forward, good memories, good thoughts. Or it could also be that there is a request or an action that has to happen, once the conversation is over. So there has to be an outcome, whenever you tend to have good conversations with people. And the thumb rule is you need to ensure that whenever you are in a conversation, you are mindful of what we say, and how we make the connect. So let me share with you 3 steps that's going to help you in ensuring that you have a powerful conversation. Step 1, know your intent. Always ask yourself, why are you getting into this conversation? Understand the objective. Take care that you are thoughtful of the person who's involved in the conversation. Yeah. When I say being thoughtful, it could be who this person, or it could be also what is the role of the person. Because when you're talking to a manager, or when you're talking to a team member, or even when you're talking to your spouse, I'm sure it's very important that we are mindful of who we are talking to, right? So who is the person? And yes, what am I going to speak? What am I going to communicate in this conversation? Right? So know your intent. The second step is structure whatever you want to communicate. So when I say structuring your message, always set the context, right? Because just don't blurt out anything when you are communicating with people. Let's say, for example, if you are talking about going for a shopping with your family, with your spouse, or with your children, always set the context of why we are going, what are we going to shop. Set the context, and so that everybody is on the same wavelength, right? So likewise with your team members, set the context. Why are we here? Are we going to talk about the growth of the organization or the team in the upcoming quarter? Set the context, right? The second thing is share the core message. What is that you are wanting to communicate in that conversation? And let it be clear. Let it be filled with a lot of empathy. And even as you are conversing with one another, ensure that you are listening to each other. Listening is an integral part of conversations, right? And the third most important thing, and take care that you conclude, that person knows that you're coming to a conclusion even when you are engaged in a conversation. Never have any open-ended statements where people are wondering, is the conversation over, or is there, has it come to an end, right? So step 3, take care that there is a call to action. Now, what do I mean by call to action? So let's say, for example, you have met with your team and you've been discussing on the initiatives that you are going to be implementing in the upcoming year. Now, take care that everybody in the team is aware of what they need to do after the they get up out of the conversation, right? Or it could be you're talking to your children, or you're talking to your siblings, right? At the end of the conversation, so what are we going to do? What each one is going to be, doing after this talk? So let there be a call to action. So how can you do this? One, kind of review or rephrase or paraphrase what you've been speaking, right? Second, ensure that everybody is aware of what is their role or plan of action that each one of us is going to execute. And the third most important thing is confirm that everybody's understood what the conversation has been all about. That makes it possible for all of us to ensure that when we step out of the conversation, we are connected, we have empathized with everyone when as we were speaking, and most importantly, that the conversation has been powerful. I'm sure that this input has been useful for you, and if you would like to really be part of my community, I would request you to join the link that is shared below, and eager to meet you there. Happy learning.